Hi everybody, this is Felicia and welcome to my channel. I am going to be going over some organizations for school, getting ready for school. I had at the beginning of the video, you saw that I have some organization skills as far as, but I want to just kind of touch a little briefly real quick before I go into how to keep everything organized and before I go into the certain supplies that I get for school to help me. So one thing about being organized, this is the one thing I've learned, is that if you're organized, you have less chance of pretty much being in chaos. An organized mind is always successful. So I am here to give you some ideas, and I am here to kind of just show you how I get organized and how I get ready for school. I know it's a little early. You guys say, oh, why is she doing it so early? Because this will give you time to either order what you need, shop for all the school supplies that you need, or just pretty much get you a study space ready to go and definitely get ready for school. So that's why I'm early. It still gives us time. Some of you, school starts in August. I don't start till August 31st, and so I'm super stoked about that because it still gives me time to get the rest of my stuff and my school supplies organized. So I'm glad you're here to join with me on this journey. So we will get started. Okay, so we're going to start with the top of my desk. And as you can see, I have a cup full of just your regular pens in the event of an emergency. So that's what I use those for. And then we're going to move on. There's my lamp there. And then we have my Sharpies. And these are Sharpie fine liners, and I like these because they I use them a lot in my bullet journal, especially when I'm doodling, because I like the color and things like that in there, and they write on different surfaces. And here we have my main compartments where I have my mid liners, yes, and I love these because they have a dual tip on them. They have a chisel and a fine point pen, and I love the way they highlight. Oh my gosh, when I need just different sizes there. And then we have my favorites also, is my Muji pens, and I have blue and multicolored and black, of course, and I love those as well. And now we're going over to my Stabilos. You know, for some reason I have a hard time pronouncing that. Anyway, those are my other pastel fine liners, and those are the Swing Cool ones. I really like those. They work really, really well. And then we have my Staedtlers. Yay! I love these too, and sometimes I use these as well in my bullet journal. It just depends on how I feel and what I want. So I also have on my desk some pins, and they're of wood, and I have a stack. By the time you see this, I've gotten something new on my desk, but there I have my flash drives there, and I still use flash drives because I need to. That was when I was, needing something to be printed out or something like that. And I have my staplers, and I'm sorry, not staplers, paper clips. Haha, I have it in this magnetic thing I got from Staples a long time ago. And I also have little tiny binder clips. And then that is my attachment to my MacBook Pro, so that I can attach different USB cords and things like that. And then here's my beauty. I love this guy, my Epson printer. Oh my gosh, it's the Eco printer, and it was worth getting it. Oh my gosh, I can't even begin to tell you that much. And then what room is not complete without my Echo Dot with my Alexa? Yes, Alexa's in almost every room in my house. Here is my cart right now. This is how I have it organized. I have Post-its, staplers, extra pens, erasers, markers. I mean, I have a bunch of stuff, and even sketch pads and things like that, and those little magnetic things that you see. Down here on this shelf, you'll see I have some Stabilo highlighters, which I really like. I also have those in pastel colors too. I keep those in my pencil case. And then I have some gel pens here and some extras, midliners, and some Staedtler highlighters as well, which I've been using for about a couple years now, and I really like those. Oh, I love the colors, and I don't know, I'm just a pen and highlighter person. And like I said, those cups that all my pens are in, I have a variety right here. Those are from IKEA, and you can find those where the candles and the flowers are, and they're like $1.99, and they have shorter ones as well. And in the back here, you see I have some extra pen and pencil cases. I have my Staedtler, what you call drawing pencils, and I have some extra pads there because I do draw on my spare time when I feel like drawing something. I don't do it every day like I would like to, but I just do it when I have the time. And I have some page flags there. I'm actually waiting for some extra page flags here. There are some better ones that are coming, so those will be coming pretty soon. And so down below, that's my trash can. It's empty for once. And down below there, I have my favorites also. And these are the Staedtler brush pens, and they work beautifully. I love the way these write, you guys. I was really surprised at how well they write, and they're not expensive. There's some out there, brush pens that are out there that are pretty expensive, but they're not worth the money. And then I have my Paper Lovers books, and then I have an extra pen and pencil case. And then I also have here in the back, as you can see, my extra bullet journals. And those things, oh my gosh, I'm so happy I have those. Because if I lose a bullet journal, I want to be able to jump right back into what it is that I need to jump back into. Alrighty, so that is my cart. That's my stationery cart. And that's pretty much how I have my room set up and ready to go for school. And then we're going to go into what I use. These are Moleskine books. That is the grid one. And they're notebooks, of course. And then I also have the line one. I use them for different things. And the reason why I went to using these is because they were lighter. So in this one is my archaeology book. And if you can, I use that one because we have to draw some diagrams sometimes and things like that. So that's why I use that. But these are much, much lighter on my back. And they're not as heavy in my backpack. So you can see how it looks there. And then there's different papers if you choose to go the paper route. We have the regular collegiate or college ruled, line paper. And that works fine and great. I don't use that anymore, so I have a whole bunch of that. And then we also have our grid paper, and I use that. I used to use that a heck of a lot during math. But I also use it for taking notes because I can draw my own sections on the paper if I needed to. And that worked out good. I really liked working on that. But like I said, it was the weight. And then this next one here is the, oh my gosh, I don't know if you've heard of Cornell notes, but this paper is designed for you to take Cornell notes in the proper way. On that side there, they give you like a 2-inch margin there. And you can write your headers there and then your information off to the right. And I like that. And then down here you have the summary where you can summarize your notes or you can summarize the lecture. This will help you bring your grades up. I kid you not. It was really instrumental when I changed over to this, and I enjoyed the fact that it worked that well. So the 3 different kinds of papers are ones that I would keep in a 3-ring binder. And not the plastic one, but the Mead, the 5-star Mead 3-ring binder. And those are the ones that I would use in my binder. And depending on what class I had, I would use those 3 different kinds sometimes at the same time. And so this is where the paper would go in one of these Mead folders, these 5-star ones, which is good because they have plastic rings. They're not super heavy, but when you load them up with all your papers, it gets heavy. And so the rings are easy to pull out. As you can see, you can pull out the ring there with one hand, and then you can also snap it back in with one hand. They were very, very convenient for me, but like I said, after stuffing them, they got a little heavy for me. And you can change the folders out, you can add folders in. I mean, it was the greatest tool, actually. It worked really well, but I wasn't able to carry that on. So that is the Mead. In the back there, you can see I have some extra ones, but that is the Mead 5-star. And I'm ready. I'm always ready for school ahead of time. And then what better place to be ready is with your organizer. I gotta have that. And right now I am starting in July. I have been bullet journaling since January 2017, and that is my mood mandala, and I love it. I mean, I have never used such a versatile method of calendar planner keeping ever. This is how I start my headers right here, as you can see. And then that thin line that you see across, that decorative line, is just a thin washi tape. I try different things sometimes when it comes to decorating. Here's my Pilot Metropolitan pen, fountain pen, and I carry that with me all the time, and that is so I can take instant notes and things like that, or jot down things that I need to have jot down really quickly. I love this fountain pen. It's refillable, and here's a close-up here of the back of it where it hoards the ink inside there. And then show you the close-up of the front there. And this is a fine point nib on this Pilot Metropolitan. I love fountain pens, and I write in them all the time. Here is the pen loop that I attached to my bullet journal, and it's a Linktronium little pen loop. And I keep that on there. I just happen to get the same color this time, but not on purpose. I don't know what happened. But anyway, that is how I keep my myself organized with my bullet journal, and I've been doing it for a while now. And in the back, they have this labels that you can put on it when you're done. I always pre-fill them out so I can be ready. But you can see that one's going to be from July to December, and it's volume number 8 because I use 2 per year, and I just love it. I mean, I use each one is like every 6 months. So that is it. I want to thank you guys for joining me. And if you have any other questions or concerns about anything, just hit me up. Ask me some questions. Take care, guys. Have a great week. Bye-bye.